Welcome back, everybody. Monday morning show, final half hour. We might have to start getting this segment sponsored because our next guest is back on in the same time slot like last week. The Fargo Little Leaguers are 2-0 out in the Midwest Regional. We showed you earlier this morning with wins over a team from Minnesota and a team from Wisconsin. And because they're in the winner's bracket, boy, they got their feet up now. They don't play again till Wednesday. They played Saturday afternoon and now off till Wednesday, which for having a group of 11 and 12-year-olds, Hans Anderson has got plenty on his plate to try and figure out as the head coach of the Fargo Little Leaguers who joins us this morning. First, congratulations. Second,
Thank you.
What are you doing now? You don't play till Wednesday at 10 o'clock, so what's on tap?
Yeah, so it's exciting times, and we got back to the hotel Saturday afternoon or evening, and we're like, okay, we got to figure this out. And Coach Grandy and Coach Mortensen, we're all talking. You always kick ideas around what if, and then we looked, we're like, oh crap, we got to figure something out. And so we're looking at things, and we ended up going to that Wrigley game, the Cubs game last night, and got to see that walk-off bomb. And boy, those kids, they loved every minute of it.
That's awesome.
It was a fun day, but a long day because you got to drive there and back and deal with Chicago and everything. But a great day for baseball and just to kind of relax a little bit. And then now we're back to the grind today and practicing and tomorrow, but we're going to have some family time and everything over the course of a couple of days and celebrate some birthdays.
It's a good problem to have. You'd rather have that than the opposite of not having to play. Just tell us about the first two games here to come out and play as well as you have. Are you surprised how well the boys have started?
Yeah, no, I'm not surprised how we played. I mean, I never sit there and go, oh, we're going to win every game, of course. But the way we played is about what I expected. A couple little miscues that we don't normally make. But overall, this is what they've been doing all year. Play good defense, good pitching, and then some timely hitting and situational stuff. But, yeah, it's been fun, and they've been doing exactly what they've been doing all year.
We chatted when you were with us last Monday. You had the first game out of the chute on Friday. What were the emotions like, and how do the guys respond?
Yeah, we talked to opening ceremonies and everything. Like, hey, we know there's going to be cameras. Take it all in now because we can't have the bright lights and the big eyes and everything when we show up tomorrow morning. And that first game, we put the bat on the ball. We got out 3 outs or whatever in the first 4 guys, I think it was, and then we had our rough inning, and then the kids just responded. I think they just got those quick jitters out of the way. We're like, oh, okay, this is for real. And then they just pedaled to the metal from there on out. So it was great to see.
We're going to show you the game from Saturday, Hans, where you guys fell behind again and then put it all together in one inning. Describe what you saw on Saturday and how it all manifested itself.
Yeah, apparently we like falling behind 2-0. Hopefully we don't do that anymore, but hopefully we keep getting those wins. But no, it was great. Like they responded, they picked each other up, and we changed and adapted throughout the game too. Like we just kept pounding the zone with strikes. Tanner threw awesome game 2, and Charlie came in and closed the door, and we made some phenomenal baseball plays on defense. But we just started like, okay, we got to start putting the ball in play, and we started playing small ball, and we're comfortable doing that. And we got a couple big hits, and but it was great. It was a great baseball. I mean, I was talking with the Wisconsin coaches during the game, like how fun this game was, even when we were losing, because their third baseman is the best third baseman we've seen all year. Like, he was a Hoover vacuum over there. It was unreal watching him play. But they were a great team, and they were good about everything. It was just a great baseball game.
Give us the lowdown on Tanner Holman, you mentioned him. He was amazing on Saturday. He struck out 7 guys. What kind of player he is and the potential he might have.
Yeah, the biggest competition is between him and his brother Hayden. So thank goodness they both have shown up and played really well for us. So it's good. It's a good brotherly competition. But yeah, he got it out. That was a tough first inning, and it wasn't by his doing by any means. He battled through, and then he settled in, and then it was just popping the mitt and hitting spots and mixing it up for us just enough. And he just battles, and he's even keel. He doesn't let too much get to him, and he's just like, all right, give me the ball. I'm ready to go. And he did great.
Are you getting a sense, like, after the game Saturday, are the boys having fun? Is it work? A little bit of both? What have you got their emotions so far?
Yeah, they're having a blast. They're excited. And it's hard. Everybody wants to look ahead and everything, but the kids have even caught themselves saying, no, we're focused on Wednesday. And so yesterday they got to relax and stuff. But even when we were watching the game, Kyle Tucker, second batter for the Cubs, bunted, and they're like, "Hey, we even do that." And we're like, "Well, yeah, we don't see that in the pros very often anymore." But we were all kind of surprised, and they're like, "Hey, we did that," and there was a great play, and they're like, "Hey, we can do that." And so
Yeah,
even that, they're
that's
kind
awesome.
of focused on stuff and kind of connecting the dots. But they do a good job about enjoying the moment, but getting away from it at the same time. But as soon as the game is over, we get on the bus, and they're watching the game already. So it's fun to see. They want to see the highlights and then talk crap to each other about stuff. So it's awesome.
Have you gone back and done that? Are you watching yourself on TV? Have you seen yourself there waving guys in, that kind of stuff?
Yeah, we don't want to talk about looking at me on TV. That's bad. Grant Giggs says camera adds 10 pounds. I think it's more like 40. But yeah, we don't care about looking at me. I want the kids to be seen, not me. So hopefully ESPN stays away from me.
All right, so I want to get to that in a second. So now you got today and tomorrow. So what's you mentioned trying to figure out a schedule. So what's the next 48 hours look like?
Yeah, so right now we just got done with some hitting practice at a local facility, and then we're gonna go have some lunch, and then we're gonna go to a field for about an hour, hour and a half, get some throwing in, some bullpens for some guys, and work on some situations, some reminders, refresh stuff. And then we're gonna go and watch the Wisconsin-Iowa game, loser out game.
Okay.
That should be a really good game. And then we're gonna have family time tonight, and we're gonna go to a local place and celebrate some family birthdays. And Charlie Mortensen, our shortstop, and that guy, he closed for us the other night. It's his birthday on Thursday, so he turns 12 on Thursday, I think it is. So he's the youngest kid on our team, so
Wow.
that'll be fun for them. And then tomorrow is kind of the same thing. We're just try to stay fresh and do what we can to simulate it, whatever we're going to see, and be ready for South Dakota, because that's going to be a heck of a game.
So we were visiting off air about this, and we're seeing the kids, and we see shots of the crowd, Hans, of all the parents, relatives that have come. Describe that? How many are there, and how big a commitment this is for them to uproot and go to Indianapolis for maybe it might be a week, might be 10 days.
Right. Yeah. It's credit to our parents and families that come and support us. And that goes for all teams. I mean, it's crazy to see how many people take their time off or are working on the road and trying to do what they can. Yeah. Any given day. I mean, I think we're sitting around 40 when we're playing.
Wow.
And we got family members that have to fly back or drive back, come back. Now we have a break. So they're trying to figure things out and get other family. Like I'm trying to figure out how to get my son here, who played up in Fargo this weekend, and grandpa was watching them. And so, yeah, we got a lot of family members that are coming and going and trying to make things work. And but it's a lot of fun, and to see the crowds. I mean, every fan base has a good turnout. And then we had a local Indiana team that was playing probably 45 minutes away, and they changed the whole rules about spectating here this year because of it. And I mean, that place was packed,
Wow.
Standing room. It was nuts. So it's been awesome to watch.
We chatted about this last week when you were here. Now that you've been able to size up competition, how good is Fargo youth baseball right now?
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I mean, yeah. I mean, you gotta say we put our kids up against anybody in the country, for sure in the region, but in the country. I mean, any given year we can have a team that can make some noise and do stuff. But it just tells you how good baseball is, not just in Fargo, but all around the country too. Like how much it's changed and grown, and how much better development kids are getting. But yeah, in Fargo, we've done such a good job with Fargo youth baseball and getting kids to play and growing them and getting them better every year.
It seems fitting, Hans. It's going to be a Fargo team against a team from South Dakota. Sioux Falls is next up. Give us they haven't allowed a run yet, so I have to imagine they're pretty good. What's this Sioux Falls team present on Wednesday?
Yeah, they got a dude on the mound. He throws it pretty good and a pretty good curveball. So yeah, we got to prep for him. If we don't see him, okay, it is what it is. Yeah. But you got to prepare for the best, And their number 2 is no slouch, and I'm sure their number 3 and 4 are no slouches either. But yeah, they kind of remind me of us. I mean, they put the bat on the ball, and they'll take advantage of opportunities when they get them, and they don't make a ton of mistakes in defense, and their pitching is going to lead the way for them. But they're a solid, good team, and it'll be fun. It should be a fun game to watch, and hopefully we come out on top on Wednesday.
Have you run across them yet, or no? This will be the first time you're going to play them.
No, this will be the first time. They're kind of like what we are down in South Dakota. They split up among other teams a little bit throughout, and then they come together once in a while and play. So when we went down to South Dakota earlier, we didn't play them, and I don't even know if their full team was together. So,
I did not know this until I saw that you guys won Saturday, that the game Wednesday is not ESPN Plus. It's ESPN. I'm sure. Did the kids know that, or was that something you had to tell them? Like, hey, we're going to be on Big Boy ESPN on Wednesday morning.
Yeah, no, they knew it before I did. I think the kids know everything before I do when it comes to like players and what's the TV schedule and all that kind of. Because I just sit there, I really do. I focus on one game at a time. We're like, okay, who are we playing? I gotta look at what's going on with them. So I mean, like tonight, I'll sit down and watch some South Dakota games and stuff, and after the parent fun and whatnot. But yeah, it's the kids are excited, and but we keep telling them, like, it's just the cameras aren't changing.
Yeah.
Nothing's changing what we're going to do. It's just that people are going to see a little bit more.
I guess to that last point that you said, how big a deal is it for North and South Dakota for youth baseball to get this kind of a exposure on Wednesday morning?
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, we talk about it all the time. Geography works against us, even in South Dakota. I mean, the further south you go or east or west you go, the more publicity you get. And us Midwest guys, we don't get a lot of it. There's a lot of good baseball players and all sports, a lot of good athletes around here. So it's good to see that these kids are getting showcased.
Are there more requirements that come with this from the worldwide leader? Are you mic'd up for us on Wednesday? Do you know that yet?
I think Coach Grandy and I get mic'd up on Wednesday. Nobody's officially told us, but everybody unofficially has told us because they're all waiting to see what stupid things I have to say, and I'm hopefully they'll mute me more than not. So yeah, I'm not looking forward to that part because I mumble a lot of stuff to myself, and it's not going to be good, I'm sure.
Hey, first off, the only thing I'll tell you for the name of the show is Hot Mic, so just treat it. The mic is always on. That's all I'm going to tell you on Wednesday. Just know that when you get out to the field on Wednesday.
That's good advice. Thank you.
I'll do my best. So, knowing the fact you're going to be there till Thursday at the earliest, has this surpassed your expectations for what this team has done so far?
Yeah, I mean, I sat there going into it, and I, everybody wants to think big, which is awesome. But I always, people, even my wife, she goes, "Okay, how good are we?" I go, "We're pretty good." She goes, "Can we win a game?" And she's like walking me through it, like, "Can we win a game?" I'm like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Can we win 2 games?" I was like, "Yeah, I think we can." Now, in what order? I couldn't have told you. Like, would it 1 win, 2, But and then she's like, "What about 3 wins?" I'm like, "That I don't know." I was like, every team that gets that far is going to be pretty good. Yeah. So I was like, "Yeah, I think we could get 2 wins, and then after that, we'll see what happens." But now we're sitting in a driver's seat, so hopefully we can keep this rolling.
Last thing before I let you go, and I appreciate the time, bud. To balance this as coach and dad with your son there, how much fun has this been?
It's been a blast. I mean, I got used to it a little bit last year with both kids on the team, so that was fun. And I'm sure my other son thinks Knox is my favorite right now because we got to do some little extra stuff. He'll let me hear about it. But no, it's been great because it's a different experience too. So I'm sure I'll have to make it up to Nolan later on, and he'll want to do something special, which is just fine. They love spending my money, so we'll get used to that. But it's been awesome. And for all the parents, and a bunch of them came with the Wrigley Field last night too. Awesome. So just the overall feeling for everybody and experience. That's what we're going for. And, getting wins along the way is great.
This was awesome, bud. I know you're really busy. Thanks so much for setting aside some time. There's a ton of people back here watching. Enjoy the next couple of days, and good luck on Wednesday, okay?
Hey, thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Good to see you, bud. Hans Anderson, head coach both at Fargo Davies and of the Fargo Little Leaguers. They are off today. Again, they will play on Wednesday is their next game in the regional. That game is at 10 a.m. on ESPN. You heard me right. 10 a.m. ESPN on Wednesday against the team from Sioux Falls. Whoever wins that game goes to the championship game. There's the bracket there. And if you make it there, all you got to do is win one. You win that, you're going to Williamsport. That's how big Wednesday's game is. Again, the South Dakota team has not allowed a run in this tournament. They beat the Iowa team 7-0, and they beat the team from Missouri 2-0. So probably pretty good. That's what the Fargo guys have in front of them. And I know people say, "Oh, you're making so much about Little League." I will say this. We haven't paid attention to the Legion guys or the Babe Ruth guys or the Cal Ripken guys. The one thing I'll say, are those tournaments on ESPN? The answer is no. That's why this gets a little different coverage, at least attention from me, because of the stage it's on. And that's the bottom line. I will tell you why we feature it on the news, why we feature it on this program. They get on ESPN. Kids from Fargo are playing on ESPN on Wednesday. Kids from Sioux Falls are on ESPN. It's pretty cool. We'll take our final break. We'll come back. We'll wrap things up and get you ready for, I'd say, a mediocre, busy Monday. We'll do that when Hot Mike wraps after this.